be here to spoil everything, right? Here I am, spoil the fun. So I hope that is all right. We are not too hungry. Okay. Maybe you should to hear Narshika. And along with of words like this, isn't it? But that glory and hopefully the word of electronics Buddha is all kind of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama. Off in the a few words lost in the atheists. And then am I Krishna? You are Krishna's context of what we are speaking. Understand, despite the sound system not behaving well. Alright? But if there's some shortcomings, so please bear with us. We are very grateful to the wonderful devotees here in this quaint little town. Red Deer. It is the sincerity of their desire that has got all of us together. So we would like to express our gratitude to devotees and would also offer some appreciation to them by giving them a round of applause, isn't it? To the devotees here. Yes? How many of us love drama? Huh? Drama? Anyone who doesn't like dramas? So, well, we could have people on a scale of 1 to 10 expressing their intention towards being dramatic. Dramas are fun. Different tastes, but dramas are fun. If there's a drama about how one should be meditative for 1.5 hours, some people would subscribe to that. Oh, on the other hand, if there's drama about Krishna jumping on the monkeys, and then there would be other people interested in that. Anyways, drama also has an existence beyond the modes of material nature. How is that? For the first time in the Western world, especially America, North America, in the United States of America, came a 70-year-old gentleman, saintly personality from India, and he introduced himself as Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Once a young girl asked the Swami, "Who will marry me?" And the Swami said, "Krishna will marry you." She was very happy. That is how she got introduced to Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada is very dramatic in that sense. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes he does get bored being the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he decides to become his own devotee. He's like, let me be a devotee. So desires are a part of life. Good intelligence is that which helps us understand safe desires, or desires that are healthy. The great philosophers of the Vedic tradition, they describe healthy desires in very simple terms. They say that any desire which helps you keep the Supreme Lord as the center of all your activities, that is healthy desire. What is the challenge? The challenge is the untrained mind. The untrained mind receives a lot of data information, but just by data information, one may not necessarily become trained. The untrained mind wants to keep oneself as the center of all one's desires. So real desire is to keep Krishna as the center of all the activities. The untrained mind wants us to be at the center of all desires. Many, many years ago, when I was in the temple in Mumbai, India, one of my friends was into workouts, doing weights, push-ups. So my friend was into it. So we were just a few people staying in the temple. So during the morning program, there would just be a dozen of us. On the weekends, we would have a crowd. So in the morning, we have a ceremony to worship Tulasi. Tulasi plant, basil plant, it is specific basil plant, the Tulasi plant. So we worship Tulasi. We offer her articles of worship. Like we offer incense sticks, we offer ghee lamps. So Brahmacharya ashram, everyone knows what is Brahmacharya ashram. If you want to know what is Brahmacharya ashram, far, if you see any male, especially typically a young male, with a cloth that looks like a towel wrapped around the upper part of the body or one shoulder, and the other shoulder is uncovered. Brahmachari. Externally, just like on the GPS, you kind of see, oh, this is where is rented, we have to reach there. That is not where rented is. Similarly, from far, if you see someone in this attire, okay, that is where a brahmachari is supposed to be. Alright? So this uncovered because you use articles of worship. Sometimes there are some brahmacharis who want to cover both shoulders, and then there is a nice service as you're offering articles. It's like, so uncovered. So here is our, I'm not digressing, I'm still trying to explain how the untrained mind wants the self, the individual self, to be the center of all desires, not just actions, desires. So, my friend, very much bodybuilding, offering articles of worship to Tulasi. So we offer with certain mantras. Let us say the mantras are A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Alright? So A, B, C, X, Y, Z. And is constantly noticing his biceps. It's fun to do that actually. Translate that to chanting, kirtan, cooking, book distribution. So the mind has to be trained. Nimitta matram bhavasamvyasachi. Oh Devan, Krishna is telling Arjuna, I just wanted to shock all of you with something, some different dialect. Alright? Nimitta matram. So everyone is shocked. What was that? So this is one of the lines from the Bhagavad Gita. It is not the complete verse. Just one line. My dear Arjuna, just be an instrument. He calls him Sabyasachi, equivalent, or very good at what one does. So Krishna, be a good instrument via media. That is all. So that training is needed. That is the only training that is needed for the human mind to have healthy desires. To make it more simple, it's a very catchy phrase, especially if you come to the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, a catchy phrase. Becoming the servant of the servant of the servant. Like that phrase? When you use that phrase, it melts people's hearts. Everyone becomes favorably disposed towards you, and now if you want, you can get as much praise as you want. I'm simply the servant of your servant. Please, more pressure. So it's useful. There's much more to this phrase. It means that the potential that we have to be an instrument can be accessed accessed by each one of us. The potential is there. So Nrsimhadev is so kind. When Nrsimhadev appeared in Srimad Bhagavatam, his mane was so big that when he would move his head, everyone is aware of who Nrsimhadev is, because after the present, somebody could come up to me, and if they don't know Nrsimhadev, they would ask, "Is Nrsimhadev related to you?" Somewhere like one of your family members. So everyone knows Nrsimhadev, right? Okay. So when Nrsimhadev would look around for somebody else who was involved in torturing Prahlad, his main, just like if you have nice shikha, when you do kirtan, it kind of just floats, right? Nice shikha. Or then hair like Lord Chaitanya had. Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So now his main. Clouds would get scattered. That's how tall he was. Clouds were getting scattered in the sky. Hiranyakashipu was tiny little fell in front of him. And were just specks. Hiranyakashipu was also very powerful. Tiny, tiny, tiny in front of Nrsimhadev. So if you look in the seventh canto, you look at the picture, you see Hiranyakashipu is this big. Trying to really jump up to reach up to Nrsimhadev. He's like, come on, bow down, bow down. I need to reach up to your neck. Hiranyakashipu. And here this like, and we are standing tall over him and doing appreciate. That's amazing, isn't it? Even a little scared that hopefully it doesn't get diluted with all that milk. So very carefully we offer it. Trickle, trickle, trickle. So you can see how the Lord is very dramatic. Isn't it? Yeah, he's fun to be with. So long, long ago, oh, before I introduce that, Krishna, in order to have very meaningful relationships which give pleasure, Krishna is Rasaraj. Krishna is Rasaraj. What is Krishna? Krishna would be very much interested to see you respond. So what is Krishna? Rasaraj. It is spelled as Rasraj. Rasaraj. Basically, it means that he likes to eat a lot of ice cream. Difference. So Krishna is quite a cool person. So actually, please don't take my words to be the absolute truth right now. Right. I'm just trying to keep myself awake. So, Krishna likes to deal with people. So he says, I have parents to deal with, I have friends to deal with, I have people in the animal community and the bird community to deal with. I have the non-moving elements like the trees to deal with the trees. I have dealings with the rivers. So he has a lot of dealings. But he really loves when he's pampered. So Mother Yashoda has to really pamper him. His father Nanda Baba has to pamper him. He really loves it when his friends they have a good time together. Like moreover, when he gets defeated by his friend, loves that because then he gets to come back to Mama, Mother Yashoda, and tell her, "Today I got defeated. Your food is not as nutritious as theirs." So he loves to have dealings like that. But there are certain dealings that have a different kind of flavor. How many of us have been to Vrindavan in India? Oh, a lot of people. Wow. Have you been to Nanda Maharaj's palace? Nanda Maharaj's palace? Well, sometimes you wonder if it's a palace, but you accept it. Because all these ideas about King Charles III coronation and his palace. So Nanda Palace is like a palace in Red Deer. Small town palace. It's on the top of a hill. The hill is called as Nandishwar. Nandishwar Hill. One day, Mother Yashoda, oh, whenever I touch it, there's blood. It's very highly sensitive. So Mother Yashoda was really having a good time with Krishna. But she would tell Krishna, go to sleep. Krishna is like, can you tell me another story, please? And in the day he had been a little difficult to Krishna, come and eat your food. No, I want some pal. So Mother Yashoda gets past and he's like, I've changed my mind. I just want green salad. Mother Yashoda is like, I view all the vegetables in the pasta. It's a difficult day for her. So at night, if you have been to this place close to Nanda Bhavan, it's at the foothills. What is Haubilau? Been to Haubilau? How many of us have been to Haubilau? Oh, wow. So we are going to have fun. The others are going to be amazed by Haubilau. Mother Yashoda having a difficult time, she said, Krishna, if you don't go to sleep, I'll call the Haubilau. Krishna said, what's Haubilau? So Mother Yashoda conjured some dangerous creatures from hell. She conjured some like really cool creatures. And when Krishna saw those creatures, he ran and hid behind Mother Yashoda. I'm sorry, I will behave myself. Please send them away. So Mother Yashoda said, oh. So this is called as Bhayankar Rasa. Krishna is astounded. He is fearful. It is palatable. Therefore, it is acceptable. Krishna runs and hides behind Mother Yashoda. So Mother Yashoda says, all right, now you go off to sleep. Send them away first. She said, I will send them away, but they will only go away after you fall asleep. Krishna falls asleep. Mother Yashoda goes to the How House and says, shh, go away. They're like, no, we like it here. Mother Yashoda says, no, my child will be fearful of you. They said, well, we can put up a comical show. It can be comics, you know. Mother Yashoda said, all right, you go far away from the palace to the bottom of this hill and you stay there. You know what is a fun fact? The Habilas said we would stay there, but we get hungry too. So what do we eat? So Mother Yashoda didn't have a plan. So she said, I will ask the Hare Krishnas. I'll ask the ISKCON devotees. When Krishna hears that, he wakes up, he says, ISKCON devotees? In Dwapar Yuga? So she said, I'll ask some saintly people. So she asked the saintly people. So the saintly people went to her beloved. They assured Mother Yashoda that everything will be fine. So they go to her beloved and they tell that who visits this place, you can eat away all of their sins. A good place to be in? The house. Okay. Anyways, so this is how Krishna has dealings. So one day, Krishna as Lord Mahavishnu, he was resting on the Shesh. Actually, Shesha. And his good wife, Mother Lakshmi, is practicing devotional service. What form of devotional does she generally practice?
Services fee.
Yes, Pada Sevan. Pada Sevan. That she is engaged in the service of his lotus feet. So to the regular intelligence, this means that she is stationed at his feet as he is lying down and she is massaging his feet. As she is massaging his feet, now this story that I'm telling you has been told by a very great storyteller. Would you like to know his name?
Yeah.
Yes? I will not tell you his name. Why should I?
I will.
That was very lukewarm. So should I tell you his name? Thank you. His name is Madhvacharya. Powerful storyteller. The one and only Madhvacharya. So he tells the story. He says, she is massaging the feet of Lord Narayan, Mahavishnu. Lord Narayan is having some thoughts. He wants to experience dealings with his devotees, fellow of chivalry. But then the problem is he has to go to the and invite. There is no such pub. Only available in the material public place. That's a pub. So he wants to there. Oh yes, go there, but he doesn't have a reason. What would he tell his wife? I'm leaving. She's like, where? There's no work. So he comes with a plan. So she is massaging his feet, the soles. She's good at acupuncture too. She knows. So as she put pressure on the pressure points on his feet, he goes, ouch! The Mother Lakshmi is like, where did that sound come from? She's never heard it before. She's like, my dear Lord, did you hear a noise? And he's simply smiling at her. So she goes on massaging his feet. And he goes, ouch! Then she realizes that, oh, it's coming from him. So is this a new mantra for self-realization? It's not. So from tomorrow onwards, you should not go ouch, 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 ouch. No. So she's still pressing, massaging his feet. He goes, and now he retracts his feet a little bit. So she asks, what's happening? He says, I'm feeling something. Lakshmi ji looks at her fingers and she's like, these are so soft. How is it that you're feeling some pain?
Yeah, I guess it's like,
How is it that possible? No? Have you heard this phrase before? I don't know. A lot of children growing up, you ask them and they're like, I don't know. Would you like to? I don't know. Would you like to come to the temple? I don't know. You tell them your friends are going to the temple, they're like, yes. But you, who do you want to be at the temple? I don't know. So Lord Narayan is like, I don't know. She goes on massaging his feet, but not really feeling discomfort. So Lakshmi ji, she becomes a little concerned and irritated too. She's like, I've heard, because she feels that, and for a woman of, no, generally women have this, have been blessed by the Supreme Lord to be very sensitive, take care of others. They're good caretakers. So she felt a little offended too. Like, I'm doing as, you know, gently as possible. As gently as possible. How does he feel pain? So she's like, she asks him, or she comments, I've heard that destroyed a lot of demons, powerful demons. But now I think they're just fairy tales. Because when I massage your feet, it seems that you have very low tolerance for pain. So how do I believe that you are the same person who defeats the demons? So Lord Vishnu immediately says, "Can I say something? Can I say something?" Lord Narayan, she says, "Yes, speak up. I want to show that to you. I want you to have direct experience, realization. Watch my show." And on the same time, the four Kumaras come to visit him. And they stop by the gatekeepers, Jaya and Vijay. They get offended, he intervenes, and he's like, "Now I can go there to the pub." Because Jaya and Vijay, they had chosen the option of going to the pub too and be there. So he immediately texts Maharshi, "Come, join the fun. Watch my show. The Narsinghadev Hiranyakashipu show." This is Madhvacharya's story. Did you like that story?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So then we'll end with that story. So one of the reasons how the Lord he fulfills his desire to be dramatic. In the meanwhile, okay, I was supposed. Did I say that I would finish speaking? Did I say that? Say that?
No.
Sorry. Meanwhile, somebody who is very conscious of how the world should be a happy place would ask a question. But then so many people suffer. What about that? All a part of this drama? Is that all a part of the Lord's Leela too? Very intelligent question. But then we have answers. I'm not saying that the answers are going to be acceptable, but we have answers. To accept or not to accept is the birthright of every individual. Free choice, isn't it? Free will. So, already the earth was feeling strain or the burden of people who had gone astray. They were already polluting, or they were already exploiting the resources of the earth and of the universe. So the gentle people, they were requesting the Supreme Lord to intervene. So the Lord is very, very intelligent. He's a good manager. So he arranged for his own desire to be fulfilled and at the same time to relieve the earth of the burden of unwanted elements. And all of these unwanted elements, they had joined as executives the company set up by Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu and Friends Private Limited. And they had many pick up their stocks too. So Nrsimhadev got all of them together and he blessed them by relieving them of their misery of corrupted life. He relieved them of that. And he blessed Prahlad Maharaj and other saintly people. So we are very, very fortunate to hear about Lord Nrsimhadev. And if you want to know in detail about Lord Nrsimhadev, then we would encourage you to pick up the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's just a set of 12 books, that's it. And of those 12, if you are looking at books in sequence, go to book number 7. And there is a detailed description of Lord Nrsimhadev. So now I'll really stop. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. My God, you like drama. Yeah. Any questions or comments? Couple. Take him first. Is it all right if we take
Oh, of course.
Keshav first? Ah, thank you. Thank you, Keshav. Yes.
So, sure, Prabhupada, like, he really liked Canto 7. Like, whenever he would go on morning walks and discuss with his disciples, he would often quote from Canto 7. And he also said that Prahlad Maharaj is an example that we should follow, right? Now, my question to you, Prabhu, is Prahlad Maharaj, he is a Vaikuntha Vasi, right? Whereas we're followers of Rupa Goswami try to be Rupa Nuga. This is a little bit more, like we're trying to develop a bit more of a Vrindavan Ras. So how do we understand this, that we're supposed to be more like Prahlad Maharaj, but at the same time develop a love similar to like the gopis?
Not the monkeys.
Not the monkeys.
We wouldn't want to do that.
Well, maybe if we're trying to get into Ayodhya.
The monkeys are Vrindavan too. They're the ones that get buttered. The Ayodhya monkeys, I'm not sure what kind of butter they get, but here in Vrindavan. Thank you for asking that question. Let's say that the verse, Bhagavatam, I'll just quote the 2 lines of the verse. Tepi sadhushu mokshadwaram apavritam. Prasangam ajaram pasham. So it speaks about attachment. Whatever may be our desire to ultimately achieve, the sadhus or the great devotees of the Lord, whoever they may be, wherever they may be, they have a special quality. They open doors of liberation for such a practitioner. So let us say that Prahlad Maharaj has got special tickets for those of us who want to go to Goloka. Might follow him. Get those free coupons that he has. Do you want to go to Goloka Vrindavan? Alright, I have some tickets for you. Sometimes we have friends or we have members that are free. Watch the show. I've seen it many times. You go. Atmas, these great souls. Krishna has, they are kind of Krishna agents. So they help us be qualified to receive that ticket. So it would not necessarily distract us if we understand the character of Prahlad Maharaj. And not just Srila Prabhupada, there was another personality who would always be immersed in the 7th canto too. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Jagannath Puri, he would always want to hear about the charitra, the activities, Prahlad Charitra, the activity of Prahlad and Dhruv Charitra. He would ask Gadadhar, please, could you repeat that? Could you speak about Dhruva and could you speak about Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj again and again and again? In the Srimad Bhagavatam, these two personalities, their lives and their practices have been explained in great detail. We won't find any other mention other than these two personalities in such great detail. We find mention about Arjuna, but this is right from their birth when they entered their lives. Alright? Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada. Gaura Bhakti. Hare Krishna.
Rohinipriya Prabhu ki
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
ISKCON right here ki jai.